Good morning, Margaret. How are we today? It appears that it's very dark. We rejoin Little Miss Stump on day 69, on the road, driving without purpose after the shocking discovery of her poor departed husband. Ideally, she wants somewhere to relax for a couple of days, restock on fish and other goodies, and then head towards Louisville to hunt down this mysterious man who had left a note by Leslie's grave. I don't know where we're going. We're just rambling. We don't have much purpose. Our only purpose is to go. Along the road, she finds a small camp infested with undead hunters, which she quickly dispatches in the hopes she might find a gun or two. These are useless hunters, however, and they have nothing. Traps haven't even caught anything. A little further down the road, Margaret finds another town. There is always another town, just on the horizon. She hops out to take a little look. She checks out the cars, then heads into the clothes shop. Like a madwoman, she frantically rips the clothes off the railings for thread and fabric. Excuse me, sir, what do you think you're doing by my bus? This is Beatrice. She is my friend. He also puts up a new clothing rail on top of all the propane tanks in the back of Beatrice. She is sure nothing bad can happen. Surely. And of course the red trunks will go on my bed. They lovely and blood-stained. Delectable. Down the road is a gas station, which she checks for cigs. Whoa. Margaret, what are you doing? Wow. What a move. But there's nothing but dusty old notes in the counter. She raids Spiffos for ketchup. Of course, Margaret wants nothing but to cover herself in ketchup like a thick slime. I spy a lot of ketchup on the tables. Oh, baby. I'm gonna have a ketchup party. Lovely, lovely ketchup bath. Margaret. And proceeds towards the used car lot, where she finds a note in the desk. This is my last testament. They're smashing the damn windows in. A couple folks just swung into the lot, all frothing at the mouth. They didn't see me. I put sheets up, but they are smashing. I love you, Lord. Save me, Lord. Oh boy. He won't gonna. He won't gonna. Wonder where he is. You in here, sir? Hello? Are you in here? No. After a long day of not very much at all, she reads her little book about mechanics and falls asleep nice and peaceful in the back of the pitch-black Beatrice. We'll try to find a light in the next couple of days. Margaret wakes up in the pitch black on day 70 and is promptly scared to death. Whoa! She clears out the small hoard in the light of Beatrice's eyeballs, then investigates the nearby cozy buildings for lamps. Both lights in the back of Beatrice are busted, and she must have light. It is the simple tasks like this that distract Margaret. Just keep plodding on, one task at a time. Unfortunately, it appears these houses, all of them, have no lights at all. Great. Any lamps? Anybody got any lamps? Lamps. Anybody got any lamps? I'd love a lovely lamp, please. She slices her way through the small town, searching for lamps and cigs. Margarine. Margarine. It's been a long time since we found any. Oh my god, 2 tubs. Double margarine and lard. Ooh, mama, we're gonna get fat. No cigarettes in that shop, just margarine. She investigates a large warehouse instead. Hello? What's this then? Whoa. That's a lot of shelves to disassemble. Cabbage seeds, we will take. I don't think Margaret's anywhere near settling down. She's still got rather a lot of exploration to be doing. But you never know. You just never know. Marx takes Beatrice down the road and spies a large gas station, but she needs to clear the area of zombies first. The machete makes extremely light work of these falls. Lovely hat, ma'am. Well, that was a little brazen, but honestly, could have gone a lot worse. Summer hat. Don't mind if I do. Unfortunately, even in this enormous gigaplex of a gas station, there are no cigarettes. Margaret leaves empty-handed. She checks out the sports hall, teeming with zombies, and a small, cozy little garage, which she finds a note in the back of. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Always wanted to be on my own anyway. I got enough supplies to last a couple of weeks. It'll all blow over by then. Eek. Yeah. Outside, she finds a car, which she presumes once belonged to the person holding out in the garage. She uses it to investigate the town. Man, this town is pretty cute. Police station there? Whoa, big school. I think that's a school, yeah. There isn't much in the town that Margaret is interested in investigating. She has almost everything she needs, so why risk a zombie bite? She returns to the bus, which is still dark because she hasn't found a light. She reads, squinting in the murky gloom of Beatrice's stomach, and falls asleep. On day 72, she hits the road in the dark and is promptly met with another big problem. Ah, shit. I really hope this isn't a dead end up here. I really, really hope. The road ahead is cluttered with ruined cars, so she pulls into a busy car lot, full with shambling ghouls, their shadowy figures caught in the half-light of Beatrice's eyes. Margaret has no interest in fighting this many zombies in the dark, so she pulls around and checks to see if the road ahead is also blocked. It is. She is stuck. She drives all the way back to the small town to consider her options, and on foot seems like the best idea, as Beatrice does make a hell of a grunting sound when she's moving. She just needs to kill a few zombies on the way. She finds a road in the fog and decides to follow it. Perhaps there's another route around the blocked highway? Looks like some kind of, trailer park. Welcome to Dixie Mobile Park. Hello there! You got any lamps? I love lamp. Why don't the citizens of Kentucky have lamps? And so lampless, Margaret returns to the road. The trailer park was a dud. She slowly sneaks up the road in the direction of the blocked highway to see if she can find another route on foot. It's a slow battle through the hordes, and she needs to take little breaks here and there for an orange soda and to plan her attack using the map. So here's the trailer park, here's whatever that is, here's this town. This road here, into Muldraugh, is blocked, but there might be a different way. We come down one of these tracks. She walks into the large lot and spies a gas station on the other side. Her need for cigarettes drives her forwards, slicing through the undead. Those guys are just laying there. Silly guys. Alright, let's take care of them. Group by group. Now the fog's clear. Once again, the useless store is empty of cigarettes. Margaret is getting a little desperate. This leads to more battles with the zombies as she hunts for an alternative path through the trailer park. There has to be another way to Muldraugh. She searches each path, but can't find a clear route. Eventually, tired, exhausted, covered in gore, she scrambles her way back to Beatrice through the trees, trying to avoid more fighting. Margaret makes it in the end, shattered. Okay, get me back to the bus. Oh, phew, back to the dark bus. Ah, she's knackered. You deserve a beer after that, I'll tell you that. She's gonna eat it. Boiling hot, straight from the pan. Margaret. And she's gonna go to sleep. Even though it's only 7:30, she's knackered. Big day, big day. Good night, Margaret. Good night. And she wakes up, of course, with the night terror. Ah, you know what that means. Lovely cigarette. 31 cigarettes left. This is going to be a real issue, I think, in the future. So dark in here, no wonder she's scared. Don't know if she loves me. If only she could see me, laughing and dancing in the sun. Don't tell me she's not worth trying for. Your smile, your kiss. Okay. Good night, Margaret. Attempt number 2. It appears that on day 73, Margaret has once again put her headphones in. You can just imagine she's listening to lovely classical music while slicing zombies and exploring in Beatrice. She takes them out on day 74. The task for the next couple of days is something Margaret is calling Operation Muldraugh. She found an annotated map that suggested there might be survivors in the town, and she's curious to see what's on offer over there. Friends of Paul's, perhaps? But the way to town is blocked, so she needs to find another path. Don't mind me, I'm just going to squish some on my way through. She drives in circles around the ruined trailer park and ultimately gets a little lost. That's a running theme for the next few days. It appears Margaret is trying to escape the destiny that awaits her in Louisville by pointlessly driving Beatrice around. You must face your fate in the end, Margaret. That is the way of Project Zomboid. Margaret drives back the way she came and heads east up another road, hoping she might find an alternative route to Muldraugh. It's a long, long drive through nothingness and wasteland. She gets a little drowsy at the wheel. The soft hum of Beatrice is like a lullaby. Where are we then? Middle of nowhere. Yeah, it looks like we should be able to circle around, though. Here's Louisville over here. We completely mapped it out. That's the path we need to take. First, we're just going to say hello to Muldraugh, I think. Then maybe down to here. And then we'll go look for Paul. We're mapping out Kentucky as the last human being alive. Want to go down every road and see every nook and cranny of this fine state. Some farms here, still no zombies to be seen. She drives for most of the afternoon until she finds a small abandoned market stall. In the fields, she finds some mushrooms and carrots to temporarily fill her stomach, and she stops for a smoke on the gravel outside the stall. Then it's time to keep driving, onwards, wherever the hell she's going. Margaret is looking for somewhere quiet to spend just a couple of days before she gets her bearings again. It's been a rough week for our little Margs, and she does deserve a little bit of fishing, relaxing and peace, don't you think? Down the road, she finds a very quiet farmhouse where she decides to spend the evening. She takes a bath upstairs, and the water is cold and only slightly green. The water tank on the roof seems to be working still. She gets ready for bed. Slug on the bed with us. Our sleeping companion for this evening. We'll have some berries for dinner. And we'll read a comic book before bed. Margaret sits and reads the comic about defunct superheroes. Where are they now? And wonders what is in store for her over the coming days. Friends, death, or inevitable loneliness. She falls asleep. She woke up at midnight. The pitch black, with nothing but a slug on her bed. It's pitch black outside on day 74, and Margaret stares out of the window over the quiet midnight hour. She has no torch, of course, and isn't feeling particularly sleepy. Slowly, she walks down the stairs, aware that any zombie might make her die of a heart attack. Halfway out of the door, she remembers that she needs a lamp for Beatrice. She goes back into the house to grab one. Ah, we have light again. We can see all of our bugs in their true glory. Fantastic. It appears that carrying the lamp from the bus has tuckered her out, so she falls asleep immediately and wakes up at a more respectable daytime hour. If I was in the apocalypse, I would never go out at night time. Then it's more adventuring, until she finds a gas station. Margaret gets a whiff of a sweet cig on the air and stops to investigate. Unfortunately, like every other gas station in Kentucky, this one doesn't have any cigarettes in. The building next door has no cigs either, but it does have a few bullets behind the counter, which Margaret will gladly stuff into her pockets. She also finds a silly new hat. I look like a Viking, some description. With her hat on, she wanders a little into the small town, but there isn't much here either, just more zombies, of which she has meager interest in right now. Have hope. Margaret is not full of hope. It's time to keep moving in Beatrice towards Muldraugh. She drives, then realizes she's probably driving the wrong way because she is lost, confused, disorientated, so she turns Beatrice around and heads back the other way. She finds a turning and decides to follow it, because why not? She kills a clown for its balloon, but then also decides this isn't the right way, just doesn't feel proper. They travel until they find somewhere to stay, but there is more lurking at this random farmhouse than she first expects. Yeah, could stay up here. Oh. Zombie on the roof. What is your story, oh zombie on the roof? Ruth? Zombie on the roof? Can you tell me your great wisdom? I can only imagine that he was bitten and he climbed on top of the roof to escape the horrors. I mean, he's literally in the middle of nowhere, no car, no idea how he got here. There's another zombie there though. Oh dear. Quite a lot of zombies in there also. And police officers. Oh god, what happened here? Some kind of bandit. Oh my god. What happened in here? So many dead bodies. Now I understand why that other zombie was on the roof. Clearly trying to hide from what the hell was happening in that garage. Margaret returns to the bus and decides she'd rather stay in Beatrice than the ruined farmhouse given the spooky circumstances. She reads before bed. And time for bed. Good night, Margaret. Right then, Check the map. So this is where we are. We're going to come here, and we're going to drive all the way down here. This way. I'm going to go check out this annotated map, which I think was somewhere over there. Bob, I want this place fortified like hell by the time I get back. There might be some survivors there. They set off in the dark with rain lashing against the windscreen. Margaret can hardly see the road, and as she turns a darkened corner full of stumbling undead. Okay. So, this is Muldraugh then. Oh god, there's a tree there. Careful, 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 careful. Oh man. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. The roads around Muldraugh are infested with zombies. It's still very dark, early in the morning, and Margaret doesn't want to stop the bus. Why risk it? She keeps driving through the ruined town. That's quite a lot of zombies. She drives until it's a slightly lighter temper outside, then jumps out to get her bearings against the undead. Her axe snaps immediately in her hands, and the nightstick is ineffective. Shit. More zombies shamble up the road behind her. She'll need to drive on a bit further and change her weapon out. Need to get another weapon out the back. Do we have anything in here? No. Shit. Ah. Ah. Okay. Okay. Margaret has not been brilliantly prepared for this. Unprepared is an understatement. Margaret has been useless. Her mind is still frazzled, and maybe she has a week's worth of hangover circling her brain. Thankfully, as ever, Beatrice provides a safe respite from the dead. In a weird panic, she takes a random turn down a very small path. Beatrice does not do well on small paths. Thankfully, there's a spot to turn around at the end. She can also read the map in peace. But where on earth did we drive to? Oh, interesting. We go down this dirt path past the old railway. Perhaps there's a little secret way in through the back where it's less busy. Ah, yeah. Maybe not. It's going to be a real pain in the arse to get Beatrice down there with all those trees in the way. I mean, if there's survivors there, then yeah, it's worth it. But do we know that there's survivors there, Margaret? I mean, probably unlikely. Look how many zombies there are. Maybe we just call Operation Muldraugh a complete and utter failure, Margaret. These things do happen. You have to accept your losses. Is it better just to head towards Louisville? Possibly. I mean, if there's this many zombies here, and this is just a small town, how many are going to be in Louisville, man? Hello, my little worm. Crawl to me, you pathetic, subhuman slime. Disgusting. Little foul-smelling fiend. Ah, I missed my swing. Ah! It was very embarrassing. Once again, Margaret has hit a dead end. She feels like she's going insane. There's only one thing for it. A long, long drive the way they came. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that is too many zombies. Oh my god. Drive. They're smashing the windows. Go, bitches, go. Oh, sorry, Beatrice. Muldraugh is dead. She can't distract herself from Louisville any longer. She needs to better understand Leslie's fate, and only Paul has the answers. And perhaps there are other survivors there that could need her help. She drives until she finds a small lake house, which is the perfect place to prepare her soul for the horrors of Louisville. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, let's take care of these fools. Let's give Beatrice's glorious honker just one more little honk, I think. Rest on the floor for a moment and have a can of pop. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh, where did that guy come with his shovel? Let's go take care of this guy then. He almost ambushed me with his shovel. Lazy looking guy. Come out here into the light so I can see you. Who are you? I'm gonna sleep in the bus. I was gonna sleep in this house, but it seems fairly cursed. It's been a busy day, so Margaret sticks a VHS in one of Beatrice's magic slots and watches something about school, driving lessons, which she likely needs to be honest, then falls asleep. Okay, I think it's time to sleep. Good night, Margaret.